It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to what is going to be a truly inspirational day. Many of you know who What If is. We've been going since 1992. We're an innovation company. We help clients innovate with products and services, and we help clients answer the question, how can I be more innovative?
I think the big challenge is about a paradox, and it's a paradox that involves the future and today. And I wrote down what I thought the big challenge really was and how we defined it. And we sort of defined it like this. How can we live, grow, and deliver value and profit today in a way which does not compromise the lives and opportunities of future generations?
Yes, I work for an oil company. And yes, unashamedly, we produce hydrocarbons because the world needs them. And we try to do that in the best way we can. But we also fundamentally believe that alternative and renewable energies are absolutely essential for the world going forward.
If humans are to continue our rates of growth and our rates of resource consumption in our very linear approach to the planet, then what we were going to see by the middle of the 21st century, this century, is that we would have a peak of productivity of all outputs, all industrial productivity, and then a crash. And in fact, the only line that would continue to go up is pollution, CO2, of course, being a pollutant.
Only in China, if you take the expected shift of population from countrysides to cities, you will have 200 million people moving in the next 20 years. If you go to the book of planning standards in the Shanghai municipality, you need 100 square meters per person for all uses, residential, commercial, retail, everything. So you as a person use 100 square meters of build-out of a city. If you multiply those two numbers, you have 20 billion square meters of build-out in the next 20 years. Well, I can't imagine what that is, but I do know that it's 60 times the build-out of Shanghai. So they need to build 60 Shanghais in the next 20 years to cope with that simple migration.
What we've struggled with is how you engage a customer who is spending $500, $600, $700, $1,000, $2,000 a night, to how you engage them. That's the next step in our journey, and I'm very excited to say we're partnered with Conservation International to look at some really exciting avenues where we can continue to reduce our environmental footprint as an organization.
Life Voice West Chetna is a rural program. It is self-funded, self-sustained, so no aid, no donors, no philanthropy. This is the operating company that's put in, at the moment, about $5 million over the past 5 years to sustain this program. And it's a rural outreach program. It's reached about 44,000 villages. About 100 million people have been touched by this program since it started. So it is, in essence, the largest sustained rural direct contact program in the world.
But just one practical hint for all of you, sort of in terms of what can each one of us do not only as business leaders, but as private individuals, to try to contribute to making a difference. If every single Nokia phone user would remember to plug off the charger from the electricity outlet when it's not used for charging the phone, that would provide enough energy for the heating for about 160,000 houses in Europe all the time.
Like so many other employees of my company Patagonia, I was encouraged to maintain the values that were the result of a life lived very close to nature and being passionately involved in what lots of people call insane and asinine sports. And so we've taken the lessons of those unconventional lifestyles that we've learned, and we've applied them into running what is now a global $300 million business with over 50 retail stores in the Americas, Europe, and in Japan, and a very robust multi-channel business as well.
If UNICEF's biggest challenge happens to be getting its antiretrovirals the last mile in the distribution chain to kids in sub-Saharan Africa, it's a supply chain challenge. Or Oxfam trying to get bed nets to tackle malaria or supplies in an emergency relief situation. It's supply chain. It's a business challenge. And if we can use our supply chain expertise to do that faster, quicker, cheaper, and by therefore saving more lives, by so doing, it's magic.
We wanted to build Think as a platform for young people to get involved on the issues they care about. What we've discovered, though, are that organizations are now also using it as a platform to engage young people on their issues. So the United Nations, we will be partnering with. The Clinton Global Initiative, we're launching something called Clinton Global Initiative University, where it's all about mobilizing college students all around the world on issues that matter to them. Because most organizations do not have the financial resources, technical expertise to build and maintain and market a massive youth community around social activism. And so this is a free platform for any nonprofit organization that wants to use it.
The real revolution launches when the creative marketing people here crack the code industry by industry and invite the consumer to act like a citizen while they're shopping in the marketplace. Not commerce or justice, commerce and justice. When the engine of commerce gets firmly planted inside the carriage works of justice and a new kind of marketplace vehicle is created, a wickedly beautiful hybrid, then social change and shareholder value will be created in parallel, not in sequence. I believe this can be. If and only if the creative minds in this room and the industries that you represent, the companies that you work for, are in. Not interested, but in. What if? What if being a CEO in the global economy means shareholder results every 90 days and civic responsibility every single minute? What if the power of the marketplace was deployed against brand building and for social change? What if our mission as for-profit business was commerce and justice? What if liberty and justice for all wasn't rhetoric, but ours to deliver, right along with next quarter's results? What if? See you at the barricades. Thank you very much.